So I wanted to do something different because it's almost my 46th birthday, a couple days out. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I'm seeing a lot more normal people just express their authentic feelings about work and how they hate their jobs, they hate DoorDash, and they hate all this stuff. And I'm listening to it, and for me, I've been able to avoid employment for the better part of 15 years. I have a job now, but I've basically avoided work for 15 years. I have my own freelancing video business, right? But I call it a business, but it was just me, right? I'd hire me and my buddies, we'd go out and do a job, and I did that for 15 years. So let me just say this. You don't need a job. You need a skill. I'm gonna say that one more again. You don't need a job. You need a skill. You can get fired from a job, and trust me, I've been fired from jobs plenty of times. I got fired from a bank. I got fired from a church. Okay, remind me to tell you about that one. I got fired from church. I mean, look, people can fire you for whatever reason. It's not because you're not good or you didn't follow the rules. They just don't like you. They don't think you fit. You used to fit, you don't fit no more. Poof, you're gone, okay? They can fire you for any reason, but if you have a skill, they can't fire your skill, right? At the bank job, I didn't really have a skill, but the Great Recession, I basically used that opportunity to learn how to do video production. So by the time I got fired from church, I had developed a skill to do video production. So even though I was fired, I still took my skill with me and I was able to find work. That is how I survived 15 years without a job, without normal employment. I just went to gig to gig to gig, and it was my company, right? I'm the one who wrote the checks. People wrote me the checks directly. I didn't have to go through DoorDash. I didn't have to go through Uber Eats. I didn't have to do any of this gig stuff. It was my gig. It was my company. And I can teach you how to do that exact same thing, because I promise you, it's not as hard as people make it out to be. And it's not easy. It's definitely not easy to get started. I say I was hungry to get started. I was literally hungry, okay? I was eating McDonald's double hamburgers for $1.50. That was my dinner. And I would eat like scrambled eggs or boiled eggs, hard-boiled eggs in the morning. I eat 3 of them in the morning. And just, it was bad, man. It was bad. But look at me now. For the better part of those 15 years, I had over $20,000 in my account at any given time. Because I was scared to death of running out of money. Not because I was so successful. I mean, I just had to maintain. And it worked out. It worked out. So, yeah. This is the first video. And I'll go more into detail. But seriously, a skill is what you need, not a job. At the recession, 2008, I got laid off of my job at a bank, right? No, the one I got fired from was earlier, but I got laid off again. So I got fired from a bank job, and I got laid off from a banking financial job, right? And at that point, I was doing video and photography from my buddies, doing like comedy sketch videos. You can actually probably see a lot of those same sketch videos at the bottom of this page. They're that old. It was 14, 15 years ago. That's how I got started. I mean, I just wanted to learn how to goof around on camera with my buddies. But when I got laid off, it was like, okay, well, I have this camera. I have these lights. I have this photography camera, this video camera. I need money. What am I going to do? So I basically just contacted all my friends who are comedians, offered to film them. I went on Craigslist, went to, church services, filming church services around town in Atlanta. And all the while I'm like looking up, this is dating myself, but there were DVD courses on how to do video. Like the internet wasn't fast enough for me to learn how to do video on the internet. I had to do like DVD courses. Like I'd have to like buy a DVD library to learn how to do video. That's how I learned. And I read these books, and they were like textbooks, and some of them were good, some of them were terrible. But I learned the hard way how to become a video production person. Film, light, edit. Man, I'm thinking about when I started. It was like Final Cut 3? Maybe Final Cut 5 I was using. Final Cut 5. It was a long time ago. But I basically taught myself a skill, and I used that skill to make my livelihood. And that's really the secret, y'all. A job can get rid of you at any time. A job is not security. It's something you do to make money in the meantime. But like, you always got to have your go bag ready. You always got to have your emergency fund ready. You always got to be ready to get laid off, because bro, they can lay you off because they don't like you. Okay? And in my case, that's happened a lot. And I don't think I'm that unlikable, but I am my mother and my grandmother's grandchild, my mother's child. And that's, my mom's side of the family does not believe in kissing butt. Okay? And so if you say something crazy to us, we gonna let you know how we feel. A lot of employers don't like that. None of them do, actually. So yeah, they put a bunch of strength in me. They instilled a sense of integrity and strength. And when I display that to some employers, it means that I don't stay employed for long. So anyway, I'll continue with this later on. I just wanted to get this on camera, and we'll start this thing right on my birthday. I'm gonna start this thing on my birthday and do it official. Okay?